each and every one of our
Like other controversial deals, the PNG government has remained largely tight-lipped. Late last night, the Immigration Minister, Petrus Thomas, released a statement in an attempt to distance the PNG government from the security deal between the Australian government and the contractor, Paladin Solutions. The statement points the finger of blame at the Australian government, saying Australia had full carriage of the procurement and awarding of the 1 billion kina contract. The statement from the Immigration Minister also says allegations that PNG was involved in the security contracts are false and misleading. Today, the Deputy Prime Minister reaffirming the Immigration Minister's comments, stating the PNG government has nothing to do with the procurement process of contracts in Australia.
They determined the relevant contractors that were engaged to operate that processing centre, and I don't think Papua New Guinea had very much to do with it. So I'm sure now that they've raised the relevant issues, they will be further examining that transaction, and the full details of how that came about will be revealed.
In another interview with the Foreign Affairs Minister, Rimbing Pato, he called for appropriate authorities to deal with the issue.
Paladin matter, I do not have the details, but I would expect that these kind of contracts are awarded by authorities after proper assessment by those authorities concerned in an arm's length situation. So clearly those authorities responsible should be directed these questions so they can deal with them.
But Australian media investigations have also exposed links to the Speaker of Parliament, Job Pomat, whose family also benefits from subcontracts. Former member for Manus Open, Ronnie Knight, says the 60 million kina a month Paladin Solution gets does not reflect what's on the ground, with many refugees having serious mental health issues and no proper medical services.
The medical care is something left to be decided. Now, for a long time when they were at Lombrum, they were heavily dosing them on antidepressants and psychological drugs like Lagactil and Valium, and when they moved them to Lorengau, that automatically stopped. IMHS just stopped treating them. So you have these people going into depression and withdrawal symptoms from these heavy drugs, and it's no good. That's why there's so many attempted suicides. Probably every week there's somebody trying to hang himself or set himself on fire.
Knight also called on the Speaker to come out and address such serious allegations that the Australian media has portrayed.
People in Manus were involved, or politicians in Manus were involved in criminal activities or dubious activities. Of course, they will have to answer for it. But the question is, where's the evidence? Before we can go to that extent, we have to have the evidence in hand. So basically, we give them the benefit of the doubt, and maybe it's better for them to come out and tell us what's happening.
Meanwhile, former Prime Minister and member for Moresby Northwest, Semekera Morata, in a media statement said that what is being revealed in the Paladin scandal indicates the Australian government may be exerting improper financial influence on the PNG government. Earlier this month, Paladin's principal representative of Paladin Solution, retired PNGDF Major Kisakau, was arrested after he was accused of misappropriating funds and money laundering belonging to the PNGDF Retirement Fund. The Immigration Department has also cancelled visas belonging to the Paladin director travelling into PNG. In Australia, a Senate investigation as well as pressure from the Australian MPs have blown the cover of the Paladin contract. Investigations have revealed that the contract was awarded through a closed tender, meaning there is a strong possibility that the company was the only one bidding. The vocal member for Madang, Brian Kramer, also weighing in on the Paladin case.
How were they spending it? Who were they spending it on? Yes, and once you determine an organization's costs, then you understand its profit. Then the question is, where are the profits? Who is it paid to? Who benefited from this company?
While Australians will be questioning where their taxpayers' money is going, back here in PNG, the biggest question in the coming days is if the current government has any relations to Paladin and received kickbacks from the Paladin contract. Adelaide Siraks Kari, National, MTV News.